father
soil,
too
right?
said. His father said, if you can get him in, he said he's gonna be at least 5 years and maybe a 10-year player. You know, and you agreed with it too. I remember you. Yeah.
And I think it's also interesting because, like, I remember saying this. I was like, dude, this kid's an incredible linebacker, but he's always had the ball in his hands. People don't remember, like, he was an All-American linebacker. They just had a bunch of guys get hurt at Virginia Tech, so they gave him the ball.
That's what he really should have been doing.
Just talk about this? We were just talking about this the other day, talking about how, like, you know, because I had heard LaDainian Tomlinson was on a podcast, and he's like, I didn't play running back until I was, you know, he went the other way. He was like, I didn't play running back until I was a junior in high school. You know, like, these guys play different positions. And they're just as good at the other one if they had pursued that.
I was a quarterback, and I was a quarterback, and I used to train with Ken Dorsey. Kid Ricky Love was like the ball boy at the University of Miami, and he was like friends with them. I used to go train with Ken Dorsey when I was in high school. Most underrated college quarterback of all time. Right? Great, like systems guy. Figured it out. I think he's awesome. But anyways. So I used to go train with him when I was in high school, and everyone's like, "Oh man, you're great, you're great, you're great." Listen, and I could chuck the shit out of a football. Like but when I had a shoulder, I could throw the piss out of it. And
hey, I was a high school quarterback too, bro. Receiver, DB, and that was one of the, like, me going into college. It was like, all right, well, what position are you going to pick? This school wanted me to do this.
And for me, I knew really early on. I started as a freshman as a varsity quarterback, and I knew really early on. The next year, like my sophomore year, I literally told the coach, I was like, "Hey, I got to wear 57 if I'm going to play quarterback." And he's like, "What?"
I did the same thing. I said,
I have to play. I have to wear. My favorite football player is Dwight Stevenson. He was an offensive center, Hall of Famer in '98. And I literally said, I have to wear number 57. I wear number 11. And I said, I have to wear number 57 if I'm going to play quarterback, coach. And he's like, why? He's like, because I'm going to play linebacker.
I was not playing it.
Because he didn't want his quarterback to go both ways. And I was like, that's what's happening, you know?
Well,
so
I also knew,
did
like,
it,
you know,
and I just played linebacker.
It was for me, like, you know, all right, well, look, I'm a 5'8", like, receiver. What am I going to do? I'm going to be asked to go across the middle and basically get my ass kicked every day, right?
I like people like you. Oh, my